Welcome back to Let's Play Hot Wheels Track Attack. So we're accruing quite a lot of tokens. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to spend those at this point, because we haven't really come across any new teammates in a while. I did want to do a checkpoint in the last episode, actually. And then the last episode, so we can do that. Yeah, so 2 checkpoints. There's Den and Detour. I don't know if Den's the... I think Detour is the one that we... Yeah, I think Detour is the top one. Because all those that are left are Detour. And that one is one that had some pretty tough opponents too, so let's just do Den first. Alright, so who do we want for today? I didn't expect this guy to get so much screen time, but at the same time, like, we could go back and have someone else. We don't really need to go back to the duo too. Since we already have Vert doing something else. This has basically the same stats as Duo 2, actually. But who would we have? So we could have a Asphalt Assault, which is basically pretty much Suzuka, and actually have Danny do something, because he hasn't done anything in a long time. We can make him do something. We also have Drifting Rainstorm and a Race Can appear again. Agent. Yeah, it's been since we've seen Danny doing anything. So it doesn't really matter who we have here. Oh wait, this is gonna be Danny. Jada does Danny. Yes, let's have Jada do this for us. Oh jeez. I remember what Jada looked like in... Oh man, look at these stats. I remember what Jada looked like in the other game. You can also just increase its stats. Not a problem. In fact, no, he's gonna have to earn this. He's gonna help us out. I don't remember what Jada looked like. I think it might be purple or something. And what was it called? And Velocity X, but whatever. You know, it's good old Danny. By good old Danny, we mean, like, really, at the moment, slow and not so impressive Danny. I mean, was Danny ever really one of the better racers? I come to think things, at least in the grand scheme of things. Like, among the others that we saw in Velocity X, yeah, although we also know that there were still better racers even in that universe. We don't know about Alex. We don't know what Alex was trying to do if he was really trying his best there. But we do know that Gearhead was actually a better racer than Danny was anyways. So, I mean, maybe Gearhead was a pretty good racer, although we haven't seen Gearhead in a while, so it's hard to tell if Gearhead's really one of the world's more elite racers anyways. Universes or multiverses. I don't know if he can compete with the likes of, well, others here that we see. But he seems to be off doing his own thing, his own robot things. Maybe hanging out, enjoying some time with his robot buddy. XT3. Okay though. So, off to the desert. Is there gonna be something small here again that we would do with him? So, is Mines the last one that we're doing? No, I think Mines is easy, isn't it? Stop. I haven't kept track of which one's the easy ones. Or each one's even called. So the one I recently did where I won it really easily, I don't know which one that actually was. Or which race that was. Which track that was. Hot lap, we can do hot lap again though. But, more Danny. I mean, we let him... He didn't pick up tokens for us actually, strictly speaking. They did do something for us, so let's help him out. We know he's, if a bit off his... If he's a bit unhinged and not necessarily the most ethical and rational and reasonable or even skilled of individuals, we at least know that he's not working for that, so we can give him our trust and our tokens. So we can get going here. What's this? Oh, I think this is actually the third track. This is the one that has that split at the beginning. Let me get some more tokens for us. So yes, I don't know if this one's gonna be tough for Danny or not. Oh no, that's not actually token on the right, there's only token on the left. I mean, it's hard to see with the low resolution. Stuff on the right is actually not tokens, it's just stuff on the ground. Although, I think every now and then I consider this, so I'd have to see how well it runs, because it might just lag because it's really outdated and old. But I do have a special version of this emulator that runs 3D at a higher resolution. So I can set the resolution pitch as high as I want, as high as it'll run without lagging, which might not be much higher at all. I might not even be able to run at the same resolution without lagging because it's so old. But I just smashed the record anyways. And I think Danny, he's just not really been faced with actual competition. I mean, once we got around to beat that, when there were actual like real racers around, he faltered pretty hard. He had a pretty shameful display. But I guess Danny still has his place and he still has stuff he can do. But yeah, I could play games like this one at a higher resolution, so it's just easier to see stuff. And be a little bit prettier if the game runs well. You'd have to see. So we actually have all the events unlocked everywhere now. Interesting. I have access to the whole world. So no more token grab here? No. So Bayside I think is the first place though, so if there are any more Bayside events, I could actually probably have Danny do it. Yeah, so Danny might be able to handle this one actually. See if he can actually show off some real chops. Otherwise we could have Vert on this one, but Vert's done plenty for us. He's probably off somewhere doing something at the moment. Oh, these guys are getting out here. Actually, no, Urban Agent's here too. This might actually be a bit too much for Danny. We'll have to see. That was a bad idea. Yeah, we're okay. I'll need to restart just because that one will mess up, but this is a slower way to go, I'm pretty darn sure. Right here. It worked out okay. Is Urban Agent? Oh, I guess Urban Agent just isn't as good of a car as I thought. Because it's because I believe it's labeled as a supercar, but it's at the end of the. And it's at the end of the list, and the list isn't really chronological in terms of. It's not really organized by stats, but I fear that the cars that are labeled supercars would mostly be better cars. Which, in at least some capacity, is the case. So Whipped Creamer's a supercar, for example, and is a pretty fearsome foe, for example. I'm not sure. You know, maybe Danny is pretty good at like slalom types of things, like picking stuff up and hitting things, hitting the right things in the right places, or maybe in some cases even not hitting things, as you can see here. But I think back to Velocity X, think back to how he finally got his license when he did. He does have a license now, he just didn't have one throughout the events of Velocity X. But I think back to how... Something else hard to pick up the stuff in here. We're still going to take up this one. There you go. I mean, the sorts of things he had to do, the dodging, the tricks, in fact, he had to do in the air. Man, it's been such a long time since there's been any kind of like real trick competition or anything like that in the Hot Wheels universe. Everybody's so preoccupied with that, and doing tricks, as far as we can tell, isn't really going to help us much with that, dealing with that. Except for in the case of Gearhead, I guess, where doing tricks actually did, in fact, charge up the car. Doesn't seem to be the case here. But I look forward to the day when we can again have those kinds of stunts, have that kind of flair in what we do. That day actually may or may not come. Where we actually have another game with such a system, but we'll see. It'll be wonderful leisure. But for now, we have other things to worry about. This is probably my favorite song, actually, in the soundtrack. I don't love it, but I like some parts of it a bit. Although, I did like the Stunt City music a lot, too. Oh, man. It's tempting to have Danny do something in Stunt City. Back in his, maybe or maybe not his native land. At least a digital recreation of his native land, his native city. Here he grew up and where he got his first, his license and all that. But at the same time, I mean, him seeing it destroyed isn't necessarily what we need. But again, we're really concerned about his emotions, if he even has them. In fact, he probably liked seeing the whole thing destroyed, if he sees such a thing. Got these clones of the leaders of that's minions. But hey, we actually got a lot of tokens this time. Danny actually served us pretty well. Maybe he's not a good racer, but he can be good at other things. A bit tangential to racing. He can still handle a car well. Perhaps. Anyways. And we have some token grabs to do. We haven't had him actually do a token grab anywhere. Let's have him do that then. Now, it'll probably be last few do with Danny for now. Maybe we'll have Danny do the token grab. That would make sense, actually. That would be really fitting. We could have Danny do the token grab if I can remember to have him do it, which I might not. And have Danny do the token grab over in Stunt City, the digital creation of his hometown. Unless he was always in the hometown digitally. We haven't quite figured out if we were always in this digital world or not. We need to ask ourselves if we're really ready to find out the truth as to whether or not that's the case. But, oh man, I just couldn't get going. It's like the engine stalled or something. Ah! Get up there, man. Wait for the boost. Okay. He's not necessarily the quickest about these things, but he can do them. It's like a really stunt track challenge type of area, though, isn't it? So it makes me think of it. It seems like something that Drifting Ryan Storm would design. Yeah, you can't. So I'm too slow and/or too fast. I can't turn for crap. It reminds me of playing as the DR2 in Velocity X, actually, how horribly that thing controlled. Trying to turn and do anything with this thing. I tried to boost, but I was out of boost. The boost recharges so slowly on this thing. In this game in general, boost is really, really slow recharge. But compared to the console version, at least. Got spoiled by the console version, and it's really quick. Boost recharging. I don't know if we're going to be able to get 15 tokens here. The usual 15 that we like to get. But we have a passable amount in any case. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do at the slightest. Alright, I couldn't commit. I didn't think I was going to get shot forward by hitting that boost pads, and I wasted that. And then I boosted for a second. Good job, Danny. But I couldn't boost again because I didn't have full boost anymore. Okay, though. Can I do something else brief and quick after this? I have time for one more thing in the desert. If we have a token grab or something we can do. So what events do we have? At this point I can actually just use a touchscreen to look at these things. Checkpoint, that would be one option. Hot lap. Checkpoint. So Arid is an early one, isn't it? Or is Stomp? Actually, top left is probably the early one, so Stomp is probably the early one. So mine's where Arid is the tough one. Not that really makes a difference. And you just make a decision, in fact. Alright. In fact, this is kind of like that one place. In fact, it might literally be that desert area from Velocity X. Well, I did have one more shot at this after how he kind of choked at the end of the last one. But starting next episode, next recording session, for me, it'll be next recording session. We'll probably say we're good with Danny for now, maybe until maybe Stunt City and collect some more tokens there. That aside, we're gonna get back to having, mostly in most cases, Twin Mill probably. Twin Mill seems to be the VIP for now and might stay that way. We'll have to see. I haven't seen any new faces in a long time, actually. It's strange. So there's still a few more to see. Just haven't been seeing them. But anyway, this is the sort of thing that Danny can do. And again, think back to the challenges that Velocity X had. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to hit that one. Oh, flying past it. Like, it's not because my car is too fast or anything. Because I have a very, very slow car right now. Anyways. There we go. Alright. That was nice. So that'll be that then for this episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Track Attack with the DS. So no new cars unlocked. We'll see some more eventually. But hey, we learned some things this play session. I was kind of worried that us having already played through the console version of this game, we won't really see much new or anything like that. But hey, no. We've been, aside from seeing some new faces and lots of people getting to get some more screen time, we've actually learned some things. Or at least we learned something about Vert. Some very interesting things that may or may not get further developed later. But I have a feeling Vert's going to be sticking with us, as many of you also expect. In any case, that'll be it for this episode's Play Hot Wheels Spectacular for DS. I look forward to the next one, because we're getting close to finishing things up. So we're right around, actually, 2/3 of the way through the game now, which is on track, basically, for how we're doing with each of these recording sessions. But so next recording session, so we might finish this around episode 15, maybe not, like, if not by 15, like right after, probably. We'll see. Unless something dumb happens, we manage to accidentally waste an entire episode on something, but I don't think it's going to be the case. So see you guys next time. Stunt City is coming soon, but we still have a few more events. We have 9 more events, and then Stunt City. It'll be as dramatic as last time, I'm sure. But hey, that'll be where our freedom lies. That'll be the final frontier, the final digital frontier, and then if all goes well, if all goes as expected, potentially freedom from this digital prison. Anyways, see you then, guys. What else that will have up sleeve. In fact, that's another thing we discovered. That has had some new plots, new plans. It's taken a new approach, and it's had some limited success, and it's actually being kind of fearsome, but we'll see what we can do. Bye, guys. Really this time.